So here in the book you mention about entitlement. Obviously you defined rights as a certain entitlement. What makes people feel so entitled to a particular thing that they don't care so much to be responsible for that thing? What makes people feel so entitled to certain things, for instance?
Yeah. So in the book, again, as you have said, I discuss entitlement and I give quite a number of reasons. And one of them is how we were brought up. All right. I gave an example of a colleague of mine who was a child. So he has this little boy, and one day he was telling me, I was in the living room watching some football, then my son came, grabbed the remote, changed the channel and sat. We laughed about it. But then I sat and said, you know what? If this boy grows up with a mentality of, whenever I want to watch something, I should watch it regardless of who is watching. He's going to reach a point in society when he grows up.
Because otherwise society is not going to give you a chance to
Of course not.
Whatever channel that you want.
Of course not. When you go out there, you have to fight for what you want. Nobody's just going to present this to you. So now, if you grow up with that mindset where, and just not to digress a bit, I once I read 12 Rules for Life by Dr. Jordan Peterson. And one thing he said in his book was that kids cry for two reasons. They cry when they're in pain, and they cry when they need attention. All right? If you have observed, when a child is crying, what do we do most of the times? If we know the child likes sweet, we give them sweet. If we know the child likes a tablet, we give them the tablet. What are we doing? We're rewarding that behavior. So now the child understands that when I want to attract daddy's attention, I should cry. He's going to give me the sweet, he's going to give me the tablet. If he's watching football, he will change the channel and put to my channel. All right? So children are not stupid.
Children are corny.
They are not stupid.
Yeah, they are corny.
Children are not, like scientific, even sucking. Sometimes kids bite their mothers. They are biting to assess the territory. Because, you know, when a child is born, it's a blank sheet. They don't know what's allowed and what's not allowed. So like a child will come and slap your face. You don't do anything. They know now it's okay to slap. They are sucking milk, they bite. The mother doesn't do anything. It's okay to bite. So when a child is like young, they are trying out so many things. And they are trying to see what are the boundaries here. What can I do and what can I not do? So this child who goes in the living room and switches on the channel that they want whenever they want will reach a point when they grow up, they go to uni, they graduate as a pharmacist, they apply for a job and they're not picked. And then they'll be shocked. Why am I not picked? Because they grew up, whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted it, they'll be given. So they'll grow up with this entitled mentality where they don't think they have to work for anything. They have to get whatever they want whenever they want to get it. So upbringing is very important. And this goes to, I think, parents. I'm not one, but I think it's something that really, really affects how children view life as they grow up. Secondly, I think culture also plays a role. And I would give an example of our African culture. So in our African culture, there is this belief that if you're a child of a community, all right? So if you are doing well at the family level, literally everybody in your family feels they are entitled to whatever success that you have. Much worse if you're running a business and they know it's working well. Somehow, you know, we fail to differentiate that this money belongs to the business and this money belongs to me as an individual. You can't tell your niece or your nephew that you don't have money if they came to your pharmacy and they found it's fully packed. Like, what Joe? Yeah,
because they feel entitled to your
yes.
money.
How can you say it doesn't have money?
By the virtue of you being their relative
yes.
or the brother,
yes.
I'm entitled to his money. So why should he say no to me?
Of course. And I went to the shop, I found there were things there. Not knowing that maybe there are partners that you have in that organization. You might be the face of that company, but probably you're not alone. You have got employees to pay, you have got bills to pay. So we also have this entitlement as family members where we think if my uncle is rich,